Listen to me carefully, because what I'm about to speak isn't meant to simply touch your ears. It's meant to awaken your spirit. God said, I'm about to shock you with my favor. You've cried long enough. You've waited long enough. You've endured seasons of silence, misunderstanding, and stillness. But heaven has not been quiet. Heaven has been working. While you've been asking God when, God has been whispering, soon. There is a divine command that has already left heaven's throne, and it carries your name. Doors that refuse to open are about to swing wide. The people who overlooked you are about to witness your elevation. The same ground that seemed barren is about to bloom with miracles. God is not finished with you. In fact, He's just beginning. You see, when God plans to shock you with favor, He doesn't start with fireworks. He starts with silence. He lets life look ordinary. He lets your prayers seem unanswered. He allows your strength to be tested until you think, maybe this is all there is. But what you call silence, God calls strategy. When it looks like nothing is happening, heaven is building momentum. When you feel forgotten, your name is being prepared to be announced. God hides His greatest surprises behind ordinary days. Just because your life looks still doesn't mean it's stuck. God is not punishing you. He's positioning you. He's writing a story that will make every delay make sense. And when He moves, He doesn't whisper. He shakes the atmosphere. When favor shows up, it doesn't knock gently. It bursts through every barrier. Some of you have been sowing in tears. You've been faithful when no one saw. You've prayed when no one joined you. You've kept giving when nothing was coming back. And God says, I have seen every hidden act of faith. I have recorded every tear. I have counted every seed you planted in silence. Now the harvest is approaching. This is not random, it's reward. Every silent sacrifice is about to speak. Favor does not flow from perfection. It flows from obedience. It's not about being flawless. It's about being faithful. You might think you failed too much, fallen too far, or waited too long. But when God decides to favor you, He overrides your history with His mercy. Favor doesn't ask permission. It breaks protocol. It doesn't check your RA summary. It checks your heart. It doesn't need man's approval. It carries God's authority. So don't chase people for validation. You are not waiting on them. You are waiting on Him. And when heaven says it's time, no human hand can hold back what's meant for you. The reason your faith has been under fire is because something powerful is forming. You've been walking through what feels like a storm, but it's not destruction, it's construction. God is building your character to carry your calling. He doesn't give great favor to fragile spirits. He strengthens you in the shadows so you can shine in the spotlight. He refines your faith in the valley so you can reign on the mountain. Every no you faced was divine redirection. Every closed door was a form of protection. Every lonely season was God saying, I'm keeping you to reveal you. The waiting was never wasted. It was sacred. It was heaven's classroom. Because when the moment comes, when God opens that door, you will realize why it had to take this long. You weren't delayed. You were developed. When favor comes, it comes suddenly. It doesn't crashes in. It doesn't ask for space. It fills the room. The same people who once said, you're not ready, will have to say, God did it. The same mouths that doubted you will declare your victory. You won't need to announce it. Your results will. Because divine favor has a sound. It speaks louder than your defense. It shouts louder than your critics. It echoes through every area of your life. Your work, your family, your peace, your purpose. When God's favor locates you, it multiplies everything it touches. Effort becomes ease. Confusion becomes clarity. Waiting turns into winning. God doesn't shock you with small blessings. He releases sudden waves that you can't contain. Now listen, favor is not light. It carries weight. God's blessings are heavy, not because they're burdens, but because they carry purpose. Before He gives you the crown, He gives you the capacity to wear it. That's why He's been stretching you. That's why He's been pruning your circle. That's why He's been silent, because He was strengthening your foundation before he built your future. Some of you thought God was punishing you, but he was actually protecting you from premature promotion. You cannot carry abundance with a fragile heart. You cannot hold destiny with distracted hands. So if it felt like he stripped things away, it was because he was making room for greater. What you lost was not your ending, it was your preparation. When heaven's clock strikes your name, everything shifts in one moment. What took years of effort will manifest in seconds. When God says, now, delay must bow. He doesn't need conditions to be perfect, he creates them. He doesn't wait for permission, he commands alignment. People you've never met will be moved to help you. Opportunities you didn't apply for will appear. Ideas will flow, doors will open, peace will rush in like a river. God is about to showcase his power in your life in such a way that even your enemies will stand in silence. They won't be able to explain it. They'll only be able to say, surely God's hand is on them. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. Favor finds the faithful. It follows those who walk in trust. It runs toward those who refuse to give up when it makes no sense. God said, I am about to shock you with my favor. That means it won't fit logic. It won't follow order. It won't be predictable. He's about to reverse verdicts, rewrite stories, and redeem years that felt wasted. He's about to turn what broke you into what blesses you. The same tears you cried in private will become joy in public. But hear this. Favor is not just about what you receive. It's about who you become. God doesn't favor you just to elevate you. He favors you to reveal himself through you. You are not just being blessed to have more. You are being blessed to be more. To be a light. To be a giver. To be a reflection of his glory on earth. The true mark of divine favor is humility. Because when God lifts you high, your heart must bow low. When the spotlight finds you, you must point it back to him. Favor is both a gift and a test. It tests whether you remember who opened the door. It reveals whether you'll worship the blessing or the blesser. So when the overflow comes, and it will come, stay grounded in gratitude. Gratitude protects the blessing. Pride destroys it. And listen, not everyone can go where God is taking you. Sometimes, before he shocks you with favor, he separates you from those who can't handle your next level. Don't mourn what left. Don't chase what God removed. Divine separation always precedes divine elevation. The people who walked away were not punishment, they were protection. The doors that closed were not rejection, they were redirection. God knows who can handle your shine and who will try to shadow it. So stand still. Let him do the pruning, because what's left after the cutting is pure, ready, and powerful. When favor arrives, everything changes. The struggle ends. The striving ceases. What used to feel hard becomes natural. What used to resist you begins to assist you. And the beauty of it all, it won't even make sense. You'll look around and say, how did this happen so fast? And heaven will answer, because I said it was your time. God is about to move so suddenly, so powerfully, that even you will be in awe of what unfolds. The waiting was long, but the reward will be longer. The pain was deep, but the promise is deeper. You're not being overlooked. You're being orchestrated. You're not forgotten. You're being prepared. You're not losing time. Heaven is aligning time for you. So today, declare this with boldness. I am walking into divine favor. I am stepping into doors I didn't even knock on. I am becoming the living proof that God still shocks people with his goodness. Favor is about to chase you down. Peace is about to fill your space. Opportunities are about to locate your name. This is not the end of your story. This is the turning point. This is the chapter where God says, no, watch what I can do. You have waited. You have trusted. You have endured. Now, get ready, because the same God who saw your tears is about to crown you with joy. He's about to open doors that no man can shut. He's about to lift you higher than your effort ever could. He's about to turn your test into a testimony so undeniable that even skeptics will believe. This is your time. This is your moment. This is your season of divine shock. God said, I'm about to shock you with my favor. And when he says it, It is already done.